Rail transportation is one of the most important freight transportation modes within global supply chains, particularly for moving large volumes of goods over long distances. Railroads provide an efficient and economical method of transporting bulk commodities, industrial materials, agricultural products, energy resources, and intermodal containers. Because trains can move substantial amounts of freight in a single shipment, rail transportation offers significant economies of scale and lower transportation costs per ton-mile compared to many other modes. Rail systems play a critical role in connecting production facilities, distribution centers, ports, and major markets. Their ability to move freight efficiently supports supply chain reliability, economic development, and sustainable logistics operations across extensive geographic regions. The primary strengths of rail transportation include high carrying capacity, energy efficiency, cost-effectiveness for long-distance shipments, and relatively low environmental impact. Railroads can move large quantities of freight with fewer personnel and lower fuel consumption than road transportation. These advantages make rail particularly attractive for commodities such as coal, grain, chemicals, metals, forest products, and containerized freight. However, rail transportation also has limitations. It generally offers less routing flexibility than trucking because shipments are restricted to fixed rail networks. Rail service may require additional drayage transportation at origin and destination points. Transit times can also be longer than road or air transportation, particularly for shorter distance shipments requiring rapid delivery. Rail transportation is often the preferred mode when organizations need to move large shipment volumes over medium to long distances at a competitive cost. Bulk commodities, heavy industrial products, construction materials, agricultural goods, and intermodal containers are commonly transported by rail. Rail becomes especially attractive when shipment volumes are sufficient to justify dedicated railcar movements or unit trains. Intermodal transportation combines rail efficiency for long-distance movement with truck flexibility for local pickup and delivery. This combination allows organizations to achieve lower transportation costs while maintaining service accessibility. Rail transportation is therefore frequently selected when transportation efficiency, sustainability, and capacity requirements outweigh the need for maximum speed and routing flexibility. Rail transportation infrastructure consists of tracks, rail yards, terminals, switching facilities, signaling systems, maintenance facilities, bridges, tunnels, and intermodal transfer points. Rail networks are highly capital-intensive and require significant investment to maintain safety, reliability, and operational efficiency. Rail yards perform important functions such as sorting railcars, assembling trains, and coordinating freight movements. Intermodal terminals facilitate transfers between rail and other transportation modes, particularly trucking. The quality and capacity of rail infrastructure directly influence network performance, transit reliability, and freight throughput. Effective infrastructure planning and maintenance are essential to supporting economic growth and ensuring that rail systems can accommodate evolving transportation demands. Various vehicle types support specialized rail transportation requirements. Boxcars are commonly used for general freight, while hopper cars transport bulk commodities such as grain, coal, and minerals. Tank cars carry liquid and gaseous products, including chemicals and petroleum products. Flat cars and specialized intermodal rail cars transport containers, trailers, machinery, and oversized equipment. Rail transportation classifications often distinguish between unit trains, which carry a single commodity from origin to destination, and mixed freight trains, which transport multiple product types. These specialized rail vehicles allow transportation providers to match equipment capabilities with cargo requirements, improving efficiency, safety, and utilization across diverse freight transportation applications. Rail transportation costs include both substantial fixed costs and ongoing variable expenses. Fixed costs encompass track construction and maintenance, signaling systems, terminals, locomotives, railcars, and supporting infrastructure. Variable costs include fuel, labor, equipment maintenance, train operations, and administrative activities. Because railroads require significant capital investment, efficient asset utilization is critical to financial performance. Challenges specific to rail transportation include infrastructure capacity constraints, service disruptions, weather-related impacts, labor availability, regulatory compliance, and competition from other transportation modes. Rail operators must also address increasing customer expectations for visibility, reliability, and responsiveness. Despite these challenges, rail remains a highly efficient and strategically important transportation mode for supporting modern supply chains and economic activity.